Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Pennsylvania. So let me tell you what I have here. Maybe you can help me. I've watched several of your YouTube videos concerning the Bommer pivots. We have a set of doors that come from our kitchen to one of our dining rooms, and I have not been able to find any manufacturer stamp on the base plate of the spring pivots, but they look just like the Bommer pivots that I've seen in your videos. What is happening is, and just to tell you this, these are all brass. Everything is brass. All the hardware. I believe they may have been installed mid-1900s. This building is actually started being built in mid-1800s. So the doors are not coming back to center when they stop swinging, and this is a hold-open pivot. It seems to help a little bit to push the door to hold open position, and then when you release it, it comes back closer to center, but then after a couple times through the door, it's back to holding open about 6 inches or so. And it's just basically, our patrons can see from the dining room into the kitchen, trying to figure out if there's a way to adjust this or if this spring pivot is just clear wore out.
So you've got hardware that's approximately 70 years old, and it's no longer functioning correctly. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's, you see where I'm going with this. It's, you probably what's happening is that bird's mouth that rests through that hub has just become worn, and I'm not aware of a way to field correct that.
I mean, it's a pretty simple design, and I didn't see any way to adjust, and I thought the best thing to do after watching your very helpful videos, and very explanatory about how the whole thing, for installing them.
Did you just call me long-winded? Because I know I am, and I apologize for that.
I love the YouTube videos. Very helpful, but I mean, and that's how I ended up with your number, the name of your company, and searched your number, and now I'm on the phone with you. Amazing. Yeah. Today's technology. I'm sure the man who installed this door would never thought of such a thing, but it's, at this point, I would say I'll just measure the dimensions of them and reach out to your company for replacements for these. Yeah.
Is it a Bommer horizontal spring pivot? Is it a 12-inch long rectangular gizmo at the bottom? Is that what it is?
Yes, it looks just like it almost looks just like the what is it? The 7811 632 medium duty.
Yeah.
Is what I because they are hold open, and they are. My tape on me now. Why I don't have my tape on me? It's in my other tool bag. It is approximately, I'm going to say 7, maybe 8 inches long total from the edge of the door.
Yeah, I hate to say the words, you just have to replace the hardware outright, but I think that's just what you're faced with. If you were to take that apart and really start to investigate it, I would expect that you'll see, maybe, a worn area somewhere. And probably that's just the path to go. The issue is Bommer, it's unclear if they are ceasing operations or they've definitely taken a knee. They put out a statement that said they were ceasing operations. So although it's not conclusive, and their own employees don't even know if someone's bought that company yet, from what I can gather, and they continue to acknowledge stuff just with exceptional lead times, like February of next year is what we're hearing. I do have a small quantity of those, the part number you gave, 7811-632, on the shelf. So in the next week or so, if you think you're going to replace them, maybe act. Otherwise, it could be a situation where I can't get my hands on them.
Yes. Yeah, I'm running into that with boilers, hot water tanks, all kinds of equipment, materials. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll get the, so as far as if I measure the dimensions, the length of the spring, to determine exactly what this is, like I said, I don't see any manufacturer stamped any number or anything. I did notice on one of your videos on the base plate, it's stamped made in USA. I believe those were maybe stainless or polished chrome finish or something that you were showing in the video, but these are, like I said, they're actually brass finish on them.
Yeah, it's probably a brass finish, but if you put a magnet on it, it's probably a ferrous-based material, would be my guess. Although they do offer a 7800 series with a brass trim plate package, so it's a polished brass over solid brass. What I would recommend is that you get to the 7811 template or installation instructions and fire that off, and go to the door and start throwing your tape measure around and seeing how much rework. Because mid-20th century, I know that other people have made these in the past. I can refer to catalogs where Corbin has double-acting spring material in it. And if you go to the 19th century versions of those catalogs, it clearly says, by Bommer. Bommer was making it for these companies.
Okay.
But over the history of American hardware manufacturing from the 19th to 20th, 21st century, a lot of people have been in business for several decades. And they are gone, and they've been gone for a century, and I've never heard of them. And I do this every day for 3 decades, and I try to learn about the names the names of our American hardware heritage of American hardware manufacturing. So who knows who could have made that? It could have been a number of people that had that. Bommer is the name most associated with it, and they were private labeling for people for several decades, and in fact more than a century. So it probably came out of the Bommer plant. If you really wanted to go full nerd on this, and I'd love to go lockstep with you on that, take those plates off and take pictures of it. And I've got a shoulder that I can tap at the factory. He's forgotten more about this stuff than anyone's ever learned. And I'll ask him if he can give us an entomology, so to speak, on that piece of hardware. He might know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's, as far as removal of these doors, it's something I will have to do on a Monday or Tuesday. Any 2 days our kitchen is closed, and then, have to reinstall them until I get new parts for replacement. But, yeah, I could certainly do that. And if I do, it'd be, can I email you directly, some pictures?
Yeah, I'd like to see them. Absolutely.
Yes, great. Can I have your email address then?
Yeah, of course. It's the word sales, SALES.
Okay.
Now it's the same as the website, absupply.net. And that'll come straight to me.
Okay, very good. Yes, so, I've just recently taken on this project, and I'm just picking away at things. But this is one thing, the head chef has brought to my attention that he would like to have, repaired as soon as possible. But I've got many days ahead of me, full-time employee here now. So I just this is one thing that's on my front burner, and I appreciate your time, and I certainly will reach back out to your company and send you some pictures of email when I can tackle this project. Your YouTube videos are very helpful. Keep doing them if you're not still doing them. I believe you are. It looks like to me you have posted some recently. So
yeah, one a day goes up. Starting
okay.
January 9th of next year, I'll have a 32-week. Once every Sunday that I take a deep dive into locksmithing and in particular master keying. It's not advanced topics because I wrote this article towards my peer group. Here's what you need to know, but you can stop short of having to know that. So if you wanted to learn a lot about locksmithing, January 9th, every Sunday at 2 o'clock, a new video will pop up with advanced topics of locksmithing.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you very much for your time, Richard. You're very helpful.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.